Hey, what's up? It's Reed with Smart Home Solver, and today we're going to be talking about how to automate your porch lights because it can be a real pain to remember to turn them on and off, but we're going to show you some different options on how to do it and how easy it is to set up. So for this video, we're going to be covering 3 different types of light switches. One that's programmable and works great but isn't smart. Another that's a smart light switch that doesn't need a hub. Another that's a smart light switch that does require a hub. And everything will be linked down in the description below. And if you want to find out some more details, be sure to check out the link right here that will go to the article that we wrote about automating porch lights. In full disclosure, we bought the Econo and GE light switches, and the Ecobee Switch Plus was sent to us for a previous review. Automating porch lights is one of my favorite things because porch lights is kind of like a chore to me. You have to remember to turn them on, and if you don't, then someone might come to your door and it's dark out there, or if you forget to turn them off and you see them the next day, you've been wasting power. Well, I just want to automate it, not think about it. What's nice about porch lights is that they usually have one light switch that will turn the light on and off, and it won't be a 3-way light switch. And a 3-way light switch is where you have multiple light switches turning the same light on and off. And none of these light switches in this video will work with 3-way light switches. And the first one is the Econoswitch. And this one's programmable and not smart, so it doesn't work with other smart home devices. But that's not really a bad thing because, you just need your porch lights to turn on and off. And yeah, you can do some fancier things that we'll talk about in a little bit. But say you're buying this for a parent or a grandparent and they don't want to hook it up to the internet or have a smart app. They just want it to work. And so the Econoswitch is great. I mean, it has amazing Amazon reviews. So to install it, all you have to do is turn off the power, pull out the old switch, and you will need a neutral wire for this light switch as well as all the other light switches in this video. And the neutral wires, but most houses have them, there's a bunch of white wires bundled together. So you pull those out, and then you just replace the wires from the old switch to the Econoswitch, and then just take the white neutral wire from the Econoswitch and put it into the bundle with the other neutral wires so that they're all together. And then you just reinstall it, turn back on the power, and you're good to go. So setting up the Econoswitch was the only downside to this light switch. It's not super bad though, it just only has 3 buttons, and so programming it just requires a lot of clicking, and it's not super intuitive, but once you try it for a few minutes, it's really not too bad. And you can set it up so it turns on and off at different times and different days, or you can have it turn on and off with the sunrise or sunset, or you can have it turn on and off randomly, like if you go out of town. And the light switch, it looks really nice. It displays the clock, it lights up, it looks really good on the wall. Once you get it set up, you can just forget about it, and it'll just do its thing, and it works great. So for the next light switch, it's the Ecobee Switch Plus, and it's a smart light switch that doesn't require a hub. And we covered this in a previous review, which will link down in the description and up above. But to be honest, it's probably a little overkill for porch lights because it has Alexa built in. I mean, there's other smart light switches out there like TP-Link and Wemo, which are both also popular, and you could use those as well. And it's nice because you can use your smart app to program this, and it's really easy to set up. All you have to do is just pick the time of when you want the lights to turn on and off, and you can also control the lights remotely from your phone. And the Ecobee Switch Plus is great because it works with smart things. And the next one is the GE Z-Wave light switch, and this one does require a hub like SmartThings or Wink, and we had this in our previous house, and that is why the little light switch is smaller than the other paddle switches we have in our new house, and so it kind of looks a little strange, but it works great. This thing we have hooked up to our SmartThings hub, and it's really easy to set up in SmartThings. You can just pick a time, or if you want to use the sunrise or sunset as well. And you can have this thing integrate with other SmartThings devices. Like we have ours with the Arlo Pro 2, and since that is compatible with SmartThings, we can have the Arlo Pro 2 when it triggers motion to turn on the porch light. So we have this in our backyard because we might not want that on all the time. But you do need to turn the Arlo into SmartThings mode in the Arlo app for it to work as a motion detector in SmartThings. And GE makes the paddle style of this light switch as well. And of course, there's tons of other Z-Wave light switches out there to choose from. Just make sure if you're getting a light switch and it's dimmable, to have dimmable porch lights. And of course you can use these light switches inside, which I probably wouldn't use the Econoswitch inside. It's more like a porch light switch in my mind. And you can also use these light switches on pool pumps and fans as well. We appreciate you watching. Give it a thumbs up if you found the video helpful. Subscribe to our channel if you want to see more smart home videos, and we'll see you again next time. Next time on Smart Home Solver, now that our porch lights are automated, we see what our dog does late at night.